Hi everyone, I'm Anahit, Atlassian Administrator and Community Champion, and today we're exploring one of the most practical integrations on the Atlassian marketplace, the Jira Azure DevOps connector by Getint. If your teams work across both Jira and Azure DevOps, you probably know the pain about duplicate updates, lost visibility, and endless copy-pasting. This tool eliminates that for you, so everyone stays aligned, no matter which platform they use. In many organizations, product managers, QA, and support live in Jira, while developers live in Azure DevOps. Without an integration, updates don't flow. Jira work items become outdated, developers miss context, and reporting becomes a mess. This integration bridges that gap, automatically syncing work items, comments, attachments, and statuses between both platforms. The result? Real-time visibility and seamless collaboration between business and engineering. So now let's talk about key values and why they matter. Value first, two-way synchronization. The magic lies in two-way synchronization. Any update made in Jira, like status changes, comments, or attachments, automatically reflects in Azure DevOps, and vice versa. This means no more manual updates, no broken communication loops, just a single source of truth across both tools. I have done a very simple integration for today's demo to show you. I'll definitely show how I have actually done it, but now let's just see how it works. So let's create a work item in our Jira, a bug, for example. Let's name it bug for demo. So it's created, the key is here, and now let's go to our Azure DevOps. Yes, here the task is created in Azure DevOps already. So the ID is 12. It is unassigned as we left it in Jira as well. The status is to do, and it took the same subject as Jira ticket had. So it's a simple way to show how a ticket was automatically created from Jira to Azure DevOps. And now let's also try to comment on the ticket in Jira. We have it here, bug for demo, and let's comment, for example, comment for test. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, comment for test. And now let's go to the same ticket in Azure DevOps, bug for demo, issue 12. And yes, we have it here. The comment is synchronized in Azure DevOps too. It shows Anahit commented just now, comment for test as it was in Jira, and the other details that took from Jira as well. So this was just an example of how your work items could be updated directly from Jira to Azure DevOps or vice versa automatically by simplifying your work and giving you the opportunity to just update your tickets in one place when you work in both or two platforms. Value second, full control over what's synced. Flexibility is another strength. You decide which spaces, fields, or work types to synchronize. For example, you can sync only development tasks and bugs while keeping internal Jira tickets private. The app lets you map any custom field, so your workflow stays unique but connected. So we are now in the configuration panel, specifically in the backing screen. You can simply find it like under your apps. You find here Jira Azure DevOps integration, and the screen opens to you. So you can see here that I have a Jira and Azure DevOps integration. So I have added Epic to Epic synchronization from Jira, and this part is already Azure DevOps, task to task and bug to issue integration. And here it shows how many fields I have synchronized actually with this tool. So here for Epic, you can see I have audio URL, title to title or summary in Jira to title, description to description, etc. For example, due date had a different name in Azure DevOps for my space, so-called, and I have target date here. This is it for Epic, and I have some 5 field configurations also for task work type, and also some for bug work type. You can see that whatever we had here was synchronized in our Azure DevOps when we created a bug. So it was a bug in Jira, then we were like redirected to Azure DevOps with this issue 12 to have the same fields that were synchronized here. So it's a really simple one. You are just adding like type mapping here, and then are adding some field configurations that as I have done it here. This is where the real flexibility of this integration comes in. Nothing is hard-coded. You decide what maps to what. You choose the direction, you choose the logic, and you define exactly how information moves between Jira and Azure DevOps. Value third, error handling and reliability. Integrations are only useful if they are reliable. Getint provides full transparency with logs, retry mechanisms, and dashboards that show the health of your sync. If something goes wrong, you will know exactly why, and you can fix it instantly. So we are now on the reporting section of the app, and you can see that you have here basically everything that you will need during any error handling or synchronization check. So here we have log ID, we have triggered by unsynchronized with, which are basically the keys of your Jira or Azure DevOps tickets. Here we have mod, for example, updates that can be any update made to your integration workflow, and create, for example, this one is the one that we have checked together. We have that Kanban ticket, which created another Azure DevOps ticket. That's why the status is create. Any sub items and warnings you may have. We have execution execution time for some thorough checkings. We have status, either it was success or somehow error or rejected. We have actions here for details, hard synchronization, and resynchronization. And also, besides all this, you can see here on the right side that we have also filter option, which will help you to narrow down the events and find exactly easier what you're looking for. Value 4, productivity and reporting gains. You'll ask, what's my biggest win? I'll answer, teams save hours each week that were wasted on manual updates. Managers get accurate reports in Jira without chasing engineers for status updates. It's about connecting your tools and freeing your people to focus on delivering value. So that's the Jira Azure DevOps Connector by Getint, a small app with a big impact. It connects business and development, boosts transparency, and keeps everyone on the same page. If you'd like to learn more, check out the links below and explore the documentation and setup guide. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Atlassian insights, and see you in the next video.